everyone. ITSL 2526. We have to play Z. And I will remind myself, 2 years ago, implausibly, I won. So it is possible. Just highly unlikely. So settle in, and we'll see how it goes. He is USSR, so if we can survive the initial steamrolling. Well, I mean, can't complain about the opening setup. Purge and Marshall Plan and Defectors. I think Marshall Plan's just fine, right? Yeah, let's go. I mean, we could purge him, but he's already a good player. And purge won't do a lot. But Marshall Plan blocks NATO. Yeah, let's do Marshall. He's going to be able to see through all my plays anyway, so why make this one any different? And De Gaulle duck and cover makes me look like a right idiot, so good for him. But let's just go for it. Let's stop thinking and start playing. EEU Asia. Formosa Fidel. Yeah, I mean, a lot of points. Well, Suez makes a lot of sense. Still going to put one in France. 5, 6, 7. But now we need to prioritize the Middle East. But now we're in Turkey, we can push into Syria. So there's that. Yep. Ooh, boy howdy. This will be interesting. Afghanistan or Iran? Oh, neither. Well, he's better than me. He knows what he's doing. Do we try and fade Korean War? Defcon's full. Let's pitch Asia scoring for 1 VP. Interesting. He did have Korean War. Well, that makes me feel good. Korean Arab-Israeli De Gaulle 5-year plan. That's not a bad hand to repel all sorts of things that I do. And he gets to hold none of them because of 5-year plan, so we can wait on De Gaulle. So Israel into Egypt? God, getting CIA out early is good for him as well. Oh yes, of course. I want Milops. Ah, just made Arab-Israeli war really bad. Ha! Oh well, realization comes late. We'll take Panama back at least. And now he invents Arab-Israeli war. Oh, I got lucky. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll definitely. Oh, misclick. Definitely Egypt and Jordan for Iraq, Saudi. Well, I think I got lucky there because I think I played that like a thud. Right, I'm going to space Fidel. Oy. If they event a goal, we take with Purge. They don't. They're smarter than that. We're going to Purge him this turn and hope he doesn't get decon and D-Star. Holding 5-year plan. Is Purge better? And then we can defect. Yes. Okay, so we know he's likely to be able to 5-year plan away Europe. So I'm disinclined to defect and more inclined to drop Middle East scoring for 0. As part of my Weathering the Storm series. Oh, you beauty. Hey. That's fine. Let's just make, like... If I make constant mistakes, at least I'm in a groove, right? I've got that going for me. Uh, it's pretty funny, though. I'm having a good time. We will get to take Thailand if they decall one in there. Or they'll be giving up a coup. But this is one of the rare occasions we're sincerely hoping that they do not have Europe scoring in hand. Because if they don't, that 5-year plan looks pretty good to us. But so far, so many big oofs. Yes. Oh, the best of both worlds. Well, I never. Well, I'm not going to get a coup this turn. I'm going to tap Thailand to get towards Laos. And I'm also going to take Malaysia and Indonesia. Saudi said I've got time to go to Indonesia, and I want to threaten Saudi whilst I'm also looking like I'm going to lose Egypt. US, Japan, take Korea? No. Make him use the China card or a 4-op, of which nuclear test ban is the last one. Yeah, it just goes to space, that's fine. We'll take Korea. So he's got 5-year plan and 3 unknown cards. If we're lucky, we'll be able to use an intervention something towards the end of the turn if they don't blockade us. Let's move into Saudi. Points in battlegrounds. Great. Great, great, great. In which case, what did he do? Saudi. That's UN intervention, NASA, and then I expect 5-year Europe here. Yep. Yep. And then we have to event repair socialist governments. Okay. Space socialist governments. Oh, NASA. We got decall, D-Star though, that's good. Truman, they got containment, nuclear test ban, Cambridge 5, Vietnam revolts. So I am very inclined to drop Middle East scoring and hope they didn't pull NASA in the reshuffle. Because Vietnam doesn't dominate in the headline. Test ban containment. And we got redealt Middle East, NORAD, Korea, NATO. Lucky we got Korea. Yeah, Middle East scoring. Please to no NASA. Decol again. Woof. Whew. Well. So what do we got going for us? We should be able to just about keep our nose in front in Asia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe not with Vietnam revolts. We will try to keep our nose in front in Asia. And they're not going to get into South America. So, although we've been decalled twice, and Africa is a disaster, don't get me wrong, complete disaster, we've got some good things going for us. So, we will retake Indonesia. And overprotect. And overprotect Indonesia and overprotect France, I think. Not sure about that, but I'm not sure about a lot of stuff, so why break the habit of a lifetime? Especially against one of the best. AIW. I want him to walk into India. Does he know? No, he knows I've got Indo-Pakistani War. So let's space Korean War. Because if we get blockaded, we can space D-Star. Otherwise, we hold D-Star. Vietnam, Cambridge 5 containment and 2 unknown cards. I mean, I like the 1 in 3 on Pakistan then, right? Gambuli, Gambuli, Gambuli! Ah, well. So we use Truman Doctrine to level up the Philippines. Then we can use Comic-Con to flip Vietnam. We know he's got containment. And here it is. Ah, very well done. So we will double tap North Korea. So 7 removed. After Comic-Con, yep. And 10 in the discard. Right, well, so they've got CIA out the deck. They're controlling Africa. That's what's going for them. Going against them, they're not in South America. And we are approximately 5 VPs ahead of pace. Notwithstanding the fairly big problem. Come on, Europe scoring. I mean, I'm guessing he played Containment AR5 because he's now going to 5-year plan Europe scoring. Otherwise, I don't know why he would be containing AR5. Ah. Okay. That went well for me. And with NATO... With NATO, I propose to jam Algeria to break control in the headline phase. Not sure if that's right, but it's what I'm doing. We're into mid-war. South America, currently safe to play whenever. We got De Gaulle, we got Salt, CMC. Not having access to South America is a little disheartening. Getting missile envied is getting missile envied is really a shame. So I'm inclined to ABM. We don't really want to drop DEFCON because of the because they can then just take Algeria. So I think I want to ABM here because I really don't want a De Gaulle is the last one I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 9, yeah, okay. ABM. Oof. Big oof. Where do I like it? I think I like it in Africa. Let's go Zaire. I bless the rains. Well, Muslim Rev is disgusting. Upshot, we got Sadat to come, and we... I mean, Saud is the pull, right? Got Sadat to come, and we've already scored the Middle East. NASA's still in the deck, mind. Cuban Missile Crisis Walk into Colombia is also good, and I missed it. But dealing with Africa control in the first instance is probably a good idea. I assume he's going to go Saudi Egypt here, or Saudi Libya. The Jordan op's not very attractive. Blockade's still in the deck, so I don't need to rush to Space D style. Be interested to see if he queues Panama or Algeria. Okay. Algeria? Yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We will take Algeria. Do I like the Cuban Missile Crisis Gambit to get several VP out of South America? It just seems like immensely contrived. Like, surely I'm better off keeping Africa down, moving back on Egypt and hope they don't have NASA. Drop South America for 0 and try not to be dominated in Africa just seems like a better approach. Yes. Let's get you away from Italy and out of those places. Fine. Coup on Saharan states here. Oh, just take Cote d'Ivoire. Very clever. Very clever. All right. Will Willy Brand repair Willy? Go Zimbabwe. More France before de Gaulle. Botswana? No, it's coup time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. We're running out of room. Bonus. We will drop South America scoring likewise. AR6. Southeast Asia's alright for them. So we will space de Gaulle. Oh, man, come on, NASA. And AR7, we have 1 operations point. Well, that's 10 VP I would have loved to have. We will finish by taking Egypt for the time being. Yeah, okay. Not the best hand for us. Kulcherev's gone though, so we could use Usuri to steal the China cut. With the Americas having scored. I think that's probably as good as we're going to get. Poor Europe. Poor Europe. Just wants to be valued and isn't at all. Not by Z. We have got 3, 6, 9, 13. Is there 26 in the discard? 27, missing 1. And then 9 removed. Yeah, okay, so I'm missing a discarded card. Excuse me a moment. I figure against the best I should be trying to do my best. Africa, Highland, International. So it's none of the neutrals. Muslim Rev, De Gaulle, Colt Rev, Vietnam, Cambridge 5. Korea, Decoll, Arab, Israeli. Okay, so it's an American card, NORAD, NATO. 5-year. Emit, right? Emit, yep, found it. Right, now on to better things. D-Style, Che, Shuttle Dip. We will bury you. Usuri. Portuguese Empire, OAS. Sadat, Arms Race. Those are my 9. 3, 6, 9, yep. I think it's Usuri. Shutter Diplomacy doesn't really matter right now and won't for a lot of the game. Maybe if at all with the reshuffle. OAS, America's scored. So that's no good until NASA has been. And you do. CIA's gone, so he'd need exactly grain and duck and cover to be left with notes. And I've got no way of shortening his hand. So I think I'll just steal the China card. Well, I'm very glad that Central America went first. Two Mexico, 1 Cuba. Yeah, Fidel's still in the deck. No rush. Okay, it's good, but it's not the right one. We will... Space, we will bury you? Or do we hold that for... If he's dumb enough to miss envy us? He'd need to have a fairly superlative brain fart. But we live in hope, don't we? So let's start by taking Saudi. Well, we can. Man, Che's going to be really bad for us. Portuguese, Che and D-Style are all real garbage. Well spent. Okay, so we will go into Panama. Arab Israeli War out of the deck at the moment. Do we go to Israel? I think we can afford to. And it's ops in battlegrounds. What more can I say? So Portuguese Empire crumbles, coup Southeast African states keeps Africa level. So that gets that out the hand. And then Che is a disaster. But we will bury you in D-style or unplayable. Okay, so now we have to space. Because we don't want them spacing twice. NASA, you are the worst, and I will never fund you again. AFP, grain, Shuttle Olympic Games. Yeah, why not? Why not, buddy? While I'm spacing like garbage, you might as well make the most of it. So coup, Southeast African states. That gets that out the deck. Not good, not good, not good. Okay. Camp David is fine. Yes. So now we're dominating Africa. And we'll have to coup Zimbabwe, because that's +2 real-lines. Algeria is currently 0. Please more than a 1. Excellent. Yes. Just doing that for maximum ops value? I mean, going to Venezuela or Brazil would be nice. Okay. I like discarding these two and not pulling Lone Gunman, and we pull Lone Gunman. Typical. Fun times. Fun times indeed. We will have a nice big coup on Colombia to finish. And then we can hunter. Well, that was frustrating on several counts. Don't go and NASA how I learned Puppet. I end a hunter UN. Oh. Kitchen Base Independent Reds. So we do not have a single 3-up cards. Oh boy, if they've got blockade, we are in a lot of trouble. Lot of trouble. If we get blockaded, we'll just have to give it the best. But, whew, rotten. So this is 2 Venezuela, coup Mexico. Right? Because we have Allende. And with Brush War still in the deck, being close to Venezuela is a good thing. I mean, yeah. I mean, we just got to fade Brush War, I think. The alternative is we go coup Mexico, and hope they don't get a big coup on Colombia. Missile envy. Oh dear. I guess we give them independent reds. So now they know they've got a massive operations advantage over us. They can at least not coup a battleground. To conduct operations. Yes, use operations value without triggering event. So they could go to Mexico, they could coup Zimbabwe and set up a realign on Zaire. They could tap Panama. We shall at least be you an interventioning lone gunman. But yeah, -7, and you know what? I don't feel too bad. Against Z, -7 feels okay for now. I can still win in DEFCON, I can still win with Europe Control. I could try and redress some of this stuff before the scoring cards come back out. And it's still no shame if I lose. So, you know, all those things. Yep, makes a lot of sense. Ooh, very good. Missile Envy first. And we're out. Yep, just be greedy. That covers Brush War. And I can put one in Afghanistan. So Brush War doesn't look super likely. We will take Afghanistan. Because that levels up Asia, and Taiwan would make sure it was definitely fine. Rah. Fidel's still in the deck. Yep, there we go. We'll be giving the China card back. Truman is going to come back round. It'd be interesting to see if they want to fight for Germany, knowing I am 2-op or better. Three, 6, 9, 12, 45 discard. 46, missing one. OG. Yeah, okay. Implausibly still tracking cards. Mm-hmm. So we're an intervention lone gunman, it means we have to play Allende. NASA's not great, but that's life. Yeah. Oh, haven't been paying attention. Warsaw Pact for West Germany. Very nice. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Okay, well, that's that. We will Allende take Argentina. And then you an intervention lone gunman. That's the way to do it. Well, we got VOA and Brushall, which is great. So, we got OPEC, Brush War, VOA, John Paul. They've used Panama. So I think they've got defectors and duck and cover. We got Fidel and socialist governments. Flower power, one small step, colonial rear guards, Nixon bear trap. If we don't have any of those, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got NASA. Yeah, doy. Right, so they've got duck defectors, flower power, one small step, colonial rear guards, Nixon and bear trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then they know we've got 3, 6, 8 because we have NASA as well. And then in the reshuffle we got Warsaw Pact. And that should be 9 cards. 3, 6, 9. Yeah. Okay, so. Start with Voice of America? What are they going to play? They're not going to play Duck and Cover, Defectors, Cloning Regards, the Flower Power's terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess they're likely to play one of the 2 cards we don't know about. So let's do VOA because if it's a scoring card and they do something snassy, we can deal with it in the headline phase. And if they, yeah, South African unrest, okay. So out of Chile. And out of Mexico, and if they coup, we take Mexico. We can't really deal with Africa yet. Oh yeah, they can just duck and cover back into Mexico, right? Let's threaten Thailand. Yes. Let's have a coup. And let's have a coup in Mexico. Oof. So we're not going to control Europe, obviously, but we're unlikely to be dominated in there with all those little fellas floating around in Turkey, Portugal, and Greece. America, South America control is a real thing now. Oh, nicely done. Zooms out. Yes. Finland. Bulgaria. Why not? So we will take Turkey and Brazil. If we go OPEC, tap Iran, take Israel, I think we have to eat NASA, space Fidel, hold socialist governments. And they've now got duck and cover defectors, one small step, colonial rearguards, Nixon, and Bear Trap. So their hand is not stellar. But there are still very few ways for them to actively lose the game in this position. I mean, tear down this wall. If they don't overprotect East Germany, tear down this wall means we can rely on West Germany at +1, and at that point we have to go for it. So let's hope we get a piece of that. Self-trapping makes a lot of sense with all of those horrible cards in their hand. Tap Iran, take Israel. Straight out with colonial rearguards. Eat NASA. Duck and cover defectors, one small step, and Nixon. If they space one, they're not spacing yet. Oh, hey, yo, yo. What is NATO doing? That's interesting. Should he not have spaced Nixon or the other one first? So he's obviously happy using them, I guess. So where's Brush War? Libya is 50-50. Let's do it. Gamble. Hey. And we'll finish by venting John Paul. So, Do we fade war games? Key question. The first of many questions, but let's start with that one. Not a bad hand. They're peaking, though. So, let's plug in my hand. Socialist Governments, Olympic Games, Glasnost, ABM, Chain How I Learned, Solidarity, Muslim Rev, 5-year plan. So, 5-year plan can force DEFCON suicide in the best of circumstances. But we'll start with ABM treaty. Shall we? Yes. If DEFCON's 2, I could 5-year plan to try and pull war games as well, potentially. Not bad. Africa is bad, right? Africa's real bad. Yeah. Do we just accept Africa is bad? I guess so. Oof. If he's got war games, the game is over. And, you know, that's fine if it is. So, 2 Mexico, coup Mexico, or 2 Brazil, coup Mexico. Do something about South America. Yeah. War games? No. Good news for me. At this point, Africa's boned, so Che does not matter hugely to me. Like, they get Colombia, but they're going to be cooing anyway. Ducken covers out the deck, so he can... Oh no, if we 5-year plan them and pull Cal, we die. So we now Glasnost, coup, Argentina. Oof. Okay, now we'll 5-year plan them. No Cal, please. Does he have Culture Revolution? Because if so, he'll just take it straight back. So Space Muslim Rev, Event Solidarity. Well, at least we didn't pull it. Oh, man. No double spacing. Yes, NASA! We're off the launch pad! Woo! Yes. Well, we'll still event Solidarity. Missile Envy. Yes. I'm just gonna put 2 in Cuba and finish taking Cuba for control. And see if I can sneak up to the win there. So they've got Nixon and 1 other card. If we fade War Games and get Chernobyl, the European Control Gambit might be on. Not with some nifty overprotects. We'll go Cuba, Mexico, and see if we can binker a fun scoring card. So we did get War Games, which is great. Salt is in the deck, so we need to watch out for that, but they have used Missile Envy. So we've got those things going for us. NATO, Special Relationship, Iran, Contra. U2, EEU. EEU is great. Right about now, lads are War Games. And LADC. Latin American debt crisis can pitch socialist governments, so that's good for us. So what's our headline? East European unrest? Lads. Lads is nice because it just makes all their coups complete garbage in South America, right? And it doesn't give anything away. Oh well, total information. Expect to see NATO or War Games go here. Will he choose EEU? Because it's worth 6 operation points. 4 in battlegrounds with overprotect. All right, we're still setting ourselves up for a turn 10 Chernobyl. So it'll be interesting to see what their coup is here. Algeria makes the most sense, right? America's no good. Libya's not great. Algeria, Africa control, victory. So I think Algeria is what we're likely to see. But I think he's pulling East European unrest or War Games here. I think EU's better. But, you know, we'll see what he says. Because he's even better than me. By a long way. Well, we'll see if they have salt. If they pull War Games, it may be because they have salt. The downside of pitching Latin American debt crisis is that we don't get a turn 7 unless we give them the China card. And having used Usuri and Nixon, I don't like giving them the China card. Although, Cultural Revolution is still in the deck. So there is an incentive to play the China cards. We're not likely to end play them in DEFCON Suicide, but it means that we get 4 clean ops rather than just give up the show. And our answer is East European unrest. It is what I thought. Algeria. Yes. Oh boy, good result. We will jam Algeria with the China card on the basis that we just said. We don't want to lose to Africa Control, obviously. And that's, with war games in our hand, the only way the scoreline's doing that. Oh, boy. Yep, well, I guess we have to keep jamming it. Do we have another option? No. Oof, big oof, big oof, big oof. I mean, I might just have to make him have it. Yep. At this point, I can't fight it. Let's discard socialist governments and coup Colombia. And if he's got it, he's got it. Well, small mercies. So next up, we jam Chile. Interesting, but fine. So we'll jam it with U2 incident. Give up another VP, because why not? Feeling rich. Turn 10 Chernobyl is the only way we're getting out of this alive at this point. Because Grain is the only proper Defcon suicide card as well. Yeah. Oof. Come on, Chernobyl. Ooh. Very nice. 2 Chile. Yep. Okay. We will coup Haiti. And if you've got South America scoring, I'm extra unhappy. Summit. Didn't fancy eventing it. Coward. Coup with Iran-Contra? Or something fancier? Presence in Saharan states. But Africa still kills us. Kion Chernobyl. Yep, but don't have the ops probably. We need 2, 4, 9 to flip Poland. 2, 4, 6, 11 to flip East Germany. All right, it's not happening. It's not happening. Hunter's gone. Liberation theology can break Central America, but otherwise we lose the game to Africa scoring anyway. There's drop Central America scoring. And if he can do something about it in the headline, he could do something anyway. And then what do we have to do? Chernobyl, Africa? Oh boy. Well, it's been a fun game. Well, getting purged is a delight for the last turn. That Europe control's never happening. Yes. Yes. Okay. Chernobyl, Africa. And start doing some shenanigans, but we are purged. I don't think we win this, but we'll give it a go. So he takes Brazil. Yeah, and Uruguay. Fine. So now we coup Zimbabwe. That's good, because now we can tap Zaire. The thing is, he can just wreak havoc around the rest of the board, so we're not awfully likely to flip a bunch of stuff. We also need to overprotect Cuba against a 4-op card. Still, a fun game. We're going to make it to the end, which is always a miracle. Learned a lot, made some oopses along the way, as I do. And, Rizzle season's still looking good, This isn't going to put a pin in the day. Oh, well, that's a delight. Okay, so now we're dominated in Asia. We will retake those and kind of give up on Africa again. Yeah. The game is lost. If we get terrorism, the game's double lost because I'm still holding Lone Gunman. So we will overtake Cuba. Maybe coup Ivory Coast in the hope of setting up the realign on Nigeria? Yes. You got South America scoring just to ram it home? Or is it in the discard pile? It's still in the deck. Oh, that's nice. Oh boy. We can get this all wrapped up and put to bed. Well played, Z. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. One up coup. Oh, wow. Ho, ho, ho. So AR7, we're toast, right? Asia's now dominated. Africa's controlled. Yes. It's Hail Mary realign time. Algeria even, because it may flip our way. No. There's still time for them to lose 8. All right, awesome. Well played, Z. What a champ. A game I wasn't expecting to get a ton out of, so that's always handy too. I'm going to go and cook my dinner. I will thank you for stopping by, and I will see you maybe later in the week. I have a tournament person who wants to. It'll be an interesting thing. They want to play 5 turns one day and 5 turns another. So it'll be fun to see if we can record that. But maybe this coming weekend. If not, you'll see me soon enough, of course. Thanks for coming, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.